Can you see my screen?
Yes.
We can see.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining this session. Hopefully this will be a useful session for people who are joining in. So myself, Shahansha, and I have 13 years of software development experience. And I have been working in the area of automation and AI for the past 6 years. I'm not a data scientist. I am not a AI creator, but then more of an usage perspective. So I use automation and AI. I work in a multinational company as low code automation and AI lead. I have a lot of different things which I do on a personal time. You can check out my website, shahansha.com. And if something matches or have interest, then you can reach out to me through that website anytime. So AI, obviously AI is something which we have been hearing a lot day by day. In that we have very specific area which is called AI art or AI image generation. This has been growing day by day, and there has been a lot of multiple number of applications which we can do with the help of this AI art. Um, Yeah, so this is our agenda. We'll just start with what is general AI, and then we'll see generative AI, and then we'll see what are the different AI image generators. We'll see some of the examples which are out there in the market, and we'll see how to write a prompt, proper prompt, and where we can see the database of prompts. And then we'll talk a bit about security, legality of this, and future, where to start, how is this useful. We'll also see the use cases as well, how it is useful. So AI, artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is primarily a branch of computer science. But what is AI trying to do? So basically, whatever we are doing today is what AI is all about. So what we do is when a kid is born, so what he does is he sees, he hears, he speaks, he reads, he learns, he tries to do some actions, he tries to create something. These are human actions basically. And then if we are trying to do the same things with machines, same things with devices, then that's AI. So basically, whatever human does, mimicking the human intelligence is called artificial intelligence. Now, what are the branches of AI? This is something which people will be looking at. What are the branches of AI? So basically, whatever human does, each portion is the branch of AI. For example, we are seeing with our eyes, and then we are able to recognize, hey, this is car, this is animal, this is human, this is person X. So that portion of it is called computer vision. So computer vision has image classification, image categorization, face recognition, face identification, or object detection. All these things are part of computer vision. So whatever we are doing today with our eyes, now you might be surprised, why are we having 3 cameras, 5 cameras in our Android phone, 3 cameras in our iPhone? It's not just there because you want to take a very good quality of pictures. Not just that, these cameras are so powerful that it's able to do the mesh of everything which it sees. It's able to identify the objects around you. It's able to calculate how much distance is there from the camera to that objects. It's able to calculate the measurements of the objects which it sees through these cameras. So that power of software plus hardware today gives us the ability to do a lot of different things with computer vision. So computer vision is the base for AI art, or is the base for AI image generation, or AI image understanding. Next, hearing and speaking. So today you see the rise of chatbots like ChatGPT, Bing, Bird, everything which you see, the large language models. The base is natural language processing. So natural language processing is, for example, you will be able to understand your own languages and some other languages with different dialects. What happens is each person uses or has a different dialect. Each person has a different language. Each person speaks in a different way with different nouns, with different prepositions, all those things. Understanding that portion in our AI terms is called natural language processing, which means understanding things as the human speak, the way human speaks, what the way, so identifying those speeches, identifying those languages, translations, that's NLP. A step ahead, when you have devices like Alexa, when you have devices like Google Home. So these are understanding your speech. So it's a text, a speech to text and text to speech. So it understands our speech and then it gives us the reply. So that is also a underlying is natural language processing. So reading some things, for example, something is written by human, something is digitally printed or written by human or anything. So reading that portion is done with the help of optical character recognition in AI. So these are branches of AI. Understanding this is really important because what are we trying to do with AI? So basically, we are trying to mimic what human can do. It's not just the simplest, easiest things, but the most complicated things which human brain can do. So that human intelligence is what we are trying with AI. So in that, the major portion is learning. So when you send your kid to schools, what they're trying to do is they're trying to learn, they're trying to process, they're trying to understand the patterns. So the same thing, the branch of AI is called machine learning. It's trying to learn everything which is fed in as training data. So the actions, so for example, today we are working, moving, exercising, doing anything. So that portion of area in AI is called robotics. So robotics has been advancing a lot, and no wonder we'll be how we are seeing chat GPT next year, or in a couple of years we will be seeing robots coming out in the market. And if you are specialized, like you are a lawyer, doctor, or something very specific in your field, that specific field in AI is called expert system. So for example, today we are having uh, bots like chat bots, like which can be at par with doctor, which can be at par with we are hearing about AI lawyer, we are hearing about AI doctor. So that's where we are. So that's specialized systems. And then the last interesting part, which is a lot happening these days, is creating. It's, that branch is called generative AI. So what is generative AI? Content creation through artificial intelligence. A branch of AI is called generative. A branch of AI is called generative AI, where it is used for content creation. Now, think of what we do with our PCs, what we do with our mobile phones. It's when you go to work, what you are trying to do. So when if you are a software engineer or some engineer where you sit with laptop and do things with laptop, is what you do is content creation. Everything which you do is content creation. Either we create a Word document, a report, or we create a Excel report, or we create some designs, or we write some code, or we do some presentations. Everything is generating some content. This is the reality. What we do with our PCs is generating some existing or new content. That content, if we can generate it with the help of AI, that branch is called generative AI. So basically, text to anything, text to anything. For example, you give text and then it's able to give, for example, I need an article on global warming. So you say to AI, I need an article on global warming, then it is generating a article on global warming. And then you say that I need a picture which showcases our global warming, then you type in, then it is able to make the picture. And then if you want say that, oh, I need a sad music for global warming with piano, then it is called text to music. And if you say that I need a video for global warming, then it is going to create a video for you. So this generation of content is called generative AI through artificial intelligence is called generative. And this is what happening right now. For the past 5 to 6 years, they have been working a lot in the area of generative AI, like the companies of OpenAI, Google, Microsoft. And then right now we are seeing the outputs, results of this thing, and then we are using. In fact, there is a survey by Gartner. So Gartner generally does surveys. So last year when they did survey, the survey conclusion was that at the end of 2030, 50% of people will be using AI. But then this year, when they did the same survey, they got to know that 95% of people will be using AI by the end of next year, which is by 2024. So by 2024, Gartner survey says that 90%, 95% of people will be using AI, one or the other. Because now AI is being part of everything. AI will be part of everything. So now generative AI has multiple things. The first thing is related to chatbots, because text is, if you see chat GPT. So chat GPT, everything which it does is you give a prompt, you give a text, and then it return gives you text. That's called text to text. So it's through chat GPT large language. That's the first part. Chat GPT is a large language model, and it gives text to text. The next one is, these days it's getting very, very interesting, because it was thought that creative jobs will be the last ones to be replaced. The creative jobs, like for example, there is some designer, and then he needs some creativity to generate something new. When someone says, okay, I need a logo, or I need a design, I need a room design, interior decoration design, or anything. These are said to be the creative jobs. So we thought that AI will be the last one to replace creative jobs. But then on the contrary, after these diffusion models and then large language models, creative jobs are the first ones to be augmented by AI. So we can use AI, even the person who doesn't know anything can be able to get things done with the help of generative AI. That is text to image. Text to image, you give text and then image will be formed. So that type of models where you can generate images are called diffusion models. So there are multiple types of models in the market. Diffusion models are some things like Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, Dall-E. These are all the models. Again, I'm not a data scientist where I know exactly how these models are built. Rather, I am at a phase where we are using these models for something. We are using these models so that we can generate our images. So I'm the end user, or I am the person who is using this in our applications, these models outcomes, rather than building this model. So I'm not aware how these models are done, or how these models are being created, or how these models are being upgraded. However, I'm the one who are people like me are the ones who will integrate the outcomes of these models into applications where we are using these in, day out. So text to image is
Shansha bhai, can you please put in full screen mode the presentation?
right. Okay. Right. So diffusion models are the ones which are behind, these are the AI models. These are behind basically the Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, Dall-E. These are the actual models which are being very popular in the market. If you have not heard, that's okay. I'll say you, this is a beginner session where I'll be saying you what is the basic thing where we start. So diffusion models are primarily, they add noise to an image. So you have, how this works is, for example, you take large data sets of images, and these data sets of images are having parameters. And then what happens is these diffusion models are built in a way where you add noise to an existing image, and then you create complete noise. And then from that complete noise, you have multiple images grinded, and then you will denoise this image so that whatever you are desired will be coming. But then obviously you have parameters in this, so that when you denoise this image, you get the image which is needed. Again, how this is done, where it is done, how much time it takes, how much data it is prepared, this is something which is way beyond me. Sorry about that. But then the root knowledge behind Dall-E, stable diffusion, mid journeys is diffusion models. If you need more information on how these diffusion models are done, how much time it takes, what is the training data which it uses, then you can go and start your own research. But this is more of a data scientist job rather than the person who uses the end thing. But just to know that this is something which you keep hearing again and again. Diffusion models, diffusion models are the AI models, where you will be actually hearing in terms of AI image generators, AI art. So basically it adds noise to the image, and you have parameters to these images, and then you denoise it so that you get the image with desired thing. So let's see. There are a multiple types of image generators. Let's start with the first one, which is stable diffusion. We'll see some of these: Firefly, stable diffusion, Dall-E. So I'm going to stable diffusion. So you can, because this is being recorded later also, you can see it. But then I'm going to stable diffusion web.com. So stable diffusion is a free version, is a free thing where you can either use it online directly free, or you can download the stable diffusion from GitHub, and then you can install it on your own server, and you can start using this stable diffusion. How stable diffusion is done is with diffusion models. It has basically scraped all the information from web, all the information in the sense, all the images from web, and then it has created the image repository, and it has been trained on top of it, and then it is able to give us the required results. So let's say I need Burj Khalifa in 2011 with the space station. I'm giving some prompt. So this piece of code is called prompt. This piece of code is called prompt. Basically, whatever you are trying to ask is called prompt. So this prompt, when I say generate, then it becomes an image. So this is called text to image. This is generative AI. Generative AI of what type? Text to image. So I'm giving some text. Then if there are some parameters, we add those parameters, and then we click on generate. Then what happens is this image is generated.
Quick question while the image comes up. Is this a free tool or it is a subscription model?
No, it's a free one. So I'll say you whichever is free, whichever is paid. So this is right now what we are seeing is a free one. But obviously the free ones are the slower ones. It will take a bit of time, because these models, when they are trained, when they are being generating, this needs some computing power in the backend. So when you install on your local, when you install on your server, then it becomes a little faster. But when you are using the free ones, then it will take some time. So here you see, so it has created a image. So if I don't like it, or if I wanted to change it, let's say, so I've added something else and I said generate. So when you see this again, it started generate. When you don't like something, you click on generate again, then you will be able to see a new image. If you like it, you click on it, you download it. We'll see about legality part as well in a bit, but this is stable diffusion. So stable diffusion, when you see the full version, it's not just the prompt, it's not just this portion. but then it also has where you can edit your image, where you can so this is text to image. There is also image to image and image with text to image. For example, you have an image, then you add some text to change it, and then you create a new image, which we will see in a bit. Let's see what's the outcome here. So this is the free version, and this is where something which you can start playing to understand. So here, if you, it doesn't make much difference. So here, if you see, there are multiple styles. So you can actually choose each style, and then you can see how this image keeps changing. And that we will also see in a bit. So the next important image generator is from Bing, which is free. This is done through Dall-E. So Dall-E is another model like stable diffusion. So these are different models. Dall-E is another model. So basically Dall-E model is from OpenAI. So you might be hearing OpenAI, right? OpenAI is the parent company of ChatGPT. And then Dall-E is a model which is created by OpenAI. But Bing, Microsoft Bing is using the Dall-E and ChatGPT. So when you go to bing.com/new, you see that GPT-4, it is using GPT-4 for search, and then it is using Dall-E for image creator. So this is another free version which you can use a lot. He gives 100 credits or something in the beginning, but then if you have some rewards, you can also use those rewards. But this is also free. So how to go this? bing.com/images/create. So when you go to bing.com/images/create, then you will be able to create images. So here, this is prompt, as I said, prompt. So explore ideas, you go to explore ideas, you can see a lot of variety of things. So when you keep on this, for example, this one, colorful splashes of paint, geometric, abstract, art. So here, an sandcastle on a tropical beach, photo realistic. And here, a bowl of oranges, oil painting. So it says what it needs. So it has a content and it has a preposition how it needs. So here, an astronaut surfing. So let's say that let's try the same thing. So I wanted to try the same thing and see how Dall-E works. So I'm pasting this image, sorry, pasting this prompt, and then just saying, see here. So it has given me a better image. So here it says it's a Burj Khalifa with a space station and some space vehicles in it. So this way you can give anything, and then you will be able to generate. It's like, it's, for example, um, so even if you can give anything, spelling mistakes or anything, because this is all AI, it should be able to understand everything, and it should be able to do anything. So your imagination is the limit. You can actually have any kind of imagination. See, it's not trying to pull, it's not image search, by the way, it's not image search where it is trying to pull some existing images. No, it's trying to create new images. It's trying to create. How does this does it knows where it is, it knows the images of crocodile, it knows the images of bicycle, and then it's trying to merge those things and then making it perfectly diffused so that you are seeing this kind of image. So this is something which if we ask an creative person, it will take a week, and then we'll see these 4 models and you can select something. Now, if you need any logos, if you need any kind of, for example, let's say I need a red hoodie t-shirt with name Shah on it. On the right side, you see the all the existing ones which we have. So if you want to download, you can select that. See here. So here is a red color hoodie t-shirt with my name, Shah, on it. So this is amazing. This is what we wanted from a long time to generate these images. Now, how this can be used, we'll see in a bit. So the best for me, as far as I have seen, the best image creator is from Microsoft Bing, which is powered by Dall-E, which is free. Again, there are multiple things as well in this AI art, AI image world. The best one is to start with is Midjourney. So Midjourney is little complicated for the ones who just starting. Why? So because Midjourney is not directly web-based. It's Discord-based. Discord is like Teams. Our Discord is for communities. It's a software where you download it, and it's a community where you go and join Midjourney community in Discord, and then there you have to pay. So Midjourney is not free. At least you need to pay $10, and then you get 250 images per month once you pay $10. But by far the best images in the world of AI art is generated by Midjourney. Recently, it has also started infinite zoom, meaning that you have a digital art where you keep zooming, and then you see images which with a lot of details in it, with a lot of zoom in it. So Midjourney is by far the best, but it is paid and it is not web-based. It is Discord-based. Discord means Discord is a community chat software where you go to Discord and you join it. If you need details, I'll send you in the chat window. But then I don't have the subscription, but I keep hearing great things about Midjourney. I know how to use it, but because it's paid, I didn't give much attention to it. But then when someone says AI art, the first answer which you hear is Midjourney. The second one is Stable Diffusion. So Stable Diffusion is a free software. It's a free thing which you can download from internet, and then you can install it as a website on your own servers, and it can generate images because it has been trained on huge set of images. It can generate images out of it. If you want free version, then you can go to stablediffusionweb.com and you will be able to see them. You can start using it for free. Again, the full version of Stable Diffusion is completely kind of a software where you can you can create images, you can edit images, you can modify images with just with prompts, and you can do a lot more with this Stable Diffusion, because this is just a starter version. We won't go into the details of each software. Next one is Dall-E. So there is a Dall-E directly. So if you go to OpenAI, and then here there is Dall-E as well. So Dall-E 2, OpenAI, and here try Dall-E. Yeah, so Dall-E is similar to what we have been seeing. So you can upload image or you can type something. For example, oh yeah, out of credits. I don't have credits, 0 credits. So they give 15 or 25 free credits. Once you are having credits, when you are creating for the first time, you will have credits and you can use the credits to create. But then Dall-E is another important thing. So how to get Dall-E for free is using bing.com/images. So Dall-E can be free, bing.com/images/create. So this is by far the easiest, best free one to start using it. So these are important things, but then there are more. We'll see in a bit. So now let's learn something about prompt engineering. So what is prompt engineering? the command or the text which you are giving to get the AI outcome, that is called prompt engineering. In fact, many companies have jobs just for prompt engineering, meaning that if you learn prompt engineering, meaning how do you give input to AI so that you get better outcome, that's called prompt engineering. So there are just courses which talks about prompt engineering, how to be better at giving prompts to AI so that you can get better answers. So either it's chat GPT, either it's stable diffusion, mid journey, wherever it is, the better the prompt you give, the better the outcomes are. So there are some things in AI art where you can give better prompts. The first thing is you should have minimal number of characters or minimal number of words. Don't give like 1,000 words. No, give minimal number of words, and it should contain the image content. So what is the content of the image? So for example, let's say cat on sofa. This is the content. And then the next one is art form. Is it photography? It should be oil painting, or it should be a digital art. What kind of art form if you need it? So you need to, if you give that, then it becomes a little more realistic. It's a photography or what it is. The next thing is framing. So what kind of background you need? What kind of lighting you need? What kind of resolution you need? 4K resolution, 2K resolution, 10. So what kind of resolution you need? What kind of background you need, the lighting wise, what kind of lighting you need. So something like that. It works best when you are descriptive. You give it right. You give adjectives, locations, artistic styles like digital art, photorealistic. And the example is, you can't just say that I need a panda, but you should be saying that, okay, I need something very specific with this specific propositions and with the specific style, with this specific background, with the specific lighting. So if you get better at it, the outcomes are really, really amazing. Again, is that just creating some lame, useless images? No, we will see what the use cases are. So let's see some of the prompts. So if you go to there are websites where you can actually look at a lot of prompts. Uh, so this is a website where you can see a lot of prompts. Lexica .art. So this is prompt database. So prompt database is primarily searching for what you need and how prompts are there. So here, if you see, you like this flowers in a bottle. So this is the prompt. And then you see a lone man, pen and ink. So if you see here, cute cat dancing. You see young man, curly hair, white skin, thin beard. And then here fashion fusion between cell shading. So you can see that what is the prompt they have been using for this to be generated. So there are a lot of websites where you can actually look into prompts. You can also search for prompts. For example, I need to search for let's say um, I'm not sure if it comes electric vehicle. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there is prompts for electric vehicle. So Tesla Model 3, here is the prompt, Bitcoin in Tesla. So here is something. So you can search for prompts and see, okay, you can start using these prompts to generate whatever you need. So there are multiple examples. So if you see explore ideas here, or when you go to Stable Diffusion or any other website, you will be actually able to see a lot of prompts. Lexica.art is one example of that. Okay, this is little annoying. When I maximize it, I'm not able to see. Lexica.art, and there are also many other places where you can actually Google, just go to Google and say that AI art database, then you will be able to see a lot of different arts. So here you see Midjourney, Midjourney related uh, prompts. And then if you need a stable diffusion related prompts, you can go to Prompt Hero. Prompt Hero is another community based prompts database where you can see. You can also search AI images, and then once you click on it, then it will show what is this. So a boat sitting in the water during sunset in these styles, then you can use this. So it also says it's photorealistic, or is it a digital art, or is it oil painting, things like that. So here you see a dog related. But now let's come to the use cases. All this seems good, but is this just for entertainment? Is this just for something which you think is just for art? There are people who are making thousands of dollars with this. Thousands of dollars. They don't know anything about art, but still they are using this and then making thousands of dollars. And then there is also another area, bigger companies like Amazon, e-commerce, and other use case. Use case one, e-commerce. So when you go to e-commerce websites like Amazon, what do you type? You go and like, okay, I need a t-shirt. So I need a t-shirt. You go and type, okay, t-shirt, full hand t-shirt, half hand t-shirt, or hoodie t-shirt. Okay, you get different options, which is existing. So far you go to Amazon and then you type full hand t-shirts, and then it showcases existing t-shirts. Can you customize today what you need in Amazon? No. So when you go to any most e-commerce sites, you will not be able to customize what you need, or you cannot create something which is not existing in the inventory. But that was something will be in the past soon. So what you can do is now what this e-commerce websites like Amazon will be giving, they will say that, okay, these are existing, but do you want to create something new? So for example, as I said you, example, I need a green hoodie with uh, gradient color, something I'm just typing for random, gradient color, and with my name, Shah, on it. So now this is something which I need. I need a green hoodie with my name on it. So that generally that's not available. But then now that will be made available for you at a customized way. See, at a customized way, and then now it will be available for sale, because the e-commerce websites, they will be actually making it ready for you, and then they will be shipping to you. So this is where it is. So far there is something not existing, you are creating it instantly, and then you are making a new business. This is one area. The next area, let's say that you need logos, or you need something which is so far you have been, you're going to creative persons, and then you are asking for a logo. So I have a company, let's say my company name is Asian Age. Create logo of technology company name Shop. So now it's able to create the logos as well. So this is use case 2. Next, use case 3. Okay, created something, but you can actually keep changing the prompt. So the best, easiest way is like, it's on the first go, you won't go get everything which you need neat and nice. You have to craft your prompts. So if you craft your prompts, you will be getting the outcomes better. So next one is the next use case, just slipped out of my mind. Yeah, I'll come back to you if I understand. Sorry, if I recollect it. So the next thing is security, privacy, and legal. Security, privacy, and legal. So now there is a big question on this AI image generators, because these are trained on internet images. These are trained on a lot of variety of images. If you know GT images, I don't know how to get images or GT images. There are high quality images in some image database websites like GT images. So let me show you this. Yeah, so this one. So there is a company called Getty Images, and then this is basically a huge collection of images. So you have huge collection of images. So what happened is the companies like Stability AI, Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, they have been scraping images from the whole world. And then they are, without the permission, they have scraped images from many websites. So now what happens is all these websites who are based on the images, they have the rights on it. So they are going to legal action against these companies. Why? Because if you see the image outcome from this, one or the other way, these are coming from the existing images which are scraped from the internet. So there are scenarios where they see that these images are coming from the images from these websites. So they are going for the lawsuits. Now, the biggest threat is I have created an image. Can I own this image and call it it's my image? Or can I sell this image with commercial rights? It's a big question mark. Many countries doesn't have any legality around this. Some companies have, sorry, some governments have started taking action against AI outcomes, because who owns it, who can sell it, who has the rights on it, who has the legal, because this is being generated by AI, but then what is the base of it? The base of it is some other website's content. So now there are legal suits around it. Getty Images has filed a legal suit against Stable Diffusion. How can we be safe? So for example, I'm an enterprise person, but I'm an enterprise person. I cannot go ahead and start using Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. Why? The reason is that because there may be future lawsuit on my company if I use directly these images and use it for commercial purposes. So if you want to use this for real strict commercial purposes, not as a freelancer, but for a company, you should be really worried that whether these images has some any commercial issues, can be used as commercial or not. Where you can find it out, for example, Microsoft Bing image creator preview, you will see that preview terms. There he will say that the images which are generated with this, there is something related to privacy, legality of it. We need to read it thoroughly, then only we should be able to sell it. Now, the solution for this, if I'm an enterprise person and I wanted to really use this technology, and then, but I should be reliable. So in that case, you go into something like Adobe, the company called Adobe. So if you see Adobe Firefly, let's show this. So companies like they have their own image database. So they have their own image database, and then they have their own AI models. So they have created a AI model called Firefly, and they have trained it on their own image, because Adobe is a big company and they have their own images, and they have trained it on their own image set. And now they are saying that if you're an enterprise, you can use it without any doubts, and you can own the images which you generate, and you can also commercialize the images which you need. And then no one is going to sue you. Again, this is something which I'm saying, which I heard, don't quote me on this. But then the companies like Adobe, they make sure that these can be used in an enterprise setup. So now, what Adobe Firefly is similar to Dall and other things. So here, if you see text to image, generative fill, text effects. So you can log in, you can join, just log in, it's free. You can go and then you can say that text to image. So, and then you can also generate your fill. So I'll show you a quick thing. So here it says glowing river in a cave. So you can type in anything. Okay. I said generate beautiful Indian village with bullock carts. Here you see it says photo, graphics, art, and what is the aspect ratio? Is this a digital art or anything? So here you see this image has been created. Now that this is beautiful, I wanted to use it. I go ahead and download it, but then it comes with a watermark on it. The watermark says that, hey, so this is being created with AI, and you will get a watermark on it. So the companies like Adobe, the bigger companies like Google, Adobe, Microsoft, are better in terms of using it in the scenario of enterprises. If you change this, I need something different, you can also do this. There is also something called interesting one called generative fill. So you have this. Can you guys go on mute? Here you can use any images. Let me download something from internet. I'm using some image from internet. Like I uploaded some image. Okay, I'm uploading this image. I just downloaded some image and I'm uploading this image. And then, for example, I'm selecting background. And then I'm saying that, okay, add sun and moon and trees. I'm adding something random. So this is image editing, but image editing with text. So when you say this, see this. So it has created here something. So it has created multiple things. So this is Adobe Firefly. I know the time is running out, but then this is Adobe Firefly. You can start using Adobe Firefly for free. You can start using Dall by Microsoft Image Creator for free. You can start using Stable Diffusion for free. And then you can start exploring these things, because these are some things which can be useful for your business. So where to start? The best place to start is Firefly, and the best place to start is from Adobe Image Creators. It can do a lot of different things. If you need image databases, you can go and search for image AI art database, and you should be able to do a lot of different things. Now, the other things are, for example, the other things. Okay. So other things is, for example, let me say here is an scribble diffusion. So you add some image. So for example, you can draw some image and then you say what it is and you say go. And what happens is, now this is another tool, but you can also develop tools like this. So you can use Stable Diffusion APIs, Firefly APIs, Dall-E APIs, and you can create something beautiful like this. So you gave an image and then it is giving you the outcome of it. For example, you don't like this, you clear this and then you draw something. Let me say that I'm drawing a so here I'm saying that house, tree and moon. So let's see. I click on go and then let's see. So there are multiple things which we can do with AI art. Yes, see this. So this is how AI art analysis. So the last use case which I wanted to say I recollected, for example, real estate. So far you have been looking into houses which are existing. So when someone comes and says that, hey, I need a 2 BHK and in my bedroom I need to see a two by the big king size bed and with a beautiful balcony view or something, then if you want someone to design it, it will take days. But then I'm going here, and then let's say that I'm a real estate website guy and says that, hey, on my homepage I want people to search anything, but I should instantly show that. So what I can do is I can add this image generators and say that um, beautiful interior decorated bedroom with amazing balcony view. So it's a create. Now let's see how it showcases. So this way, for example, you are a real estate person and then you wanted to visualize things. Though you can queue it and then you can see. So here it is. See, this is what I needed. Now I wanted to change. Now I'll say that, okay, I need a table here. Then you can say, okay, I need a table and it will be visible. So there are a lot many different things which were not possible earlier will be possible now because we are instantly able to generate things instead of waiting for a long different things. With that, I will close. And how, where to start? You start from this, learn prompt engineering, give a lot of different things, explore it. There is also opportunity of doing freelancing and earning money through this. There is also developer version where you can use these APIs and then embed this into some other websites or some other things. So in my enterprise, how are we using is this? I use this Dall APIs and then I'm using it inside our applications where mine is a construction industry and they come in and say that what is a safe corridor. Then they will see some images, but still there is a question mark of can we use this for commercial or not. So the legal department is actually working on it to make sure that these images can be used in a commercial way. But if you are a freelancer and then you can make money, that there are many people who are making money through this kind of things. But you can search some YouTube videos to do it. But this is a good way. Even say your kids, there are many things which are available online where kids can also start scribbling it, and then they will be able to see how AI art or AI things can happen. Again, there are also controversies in Hadith, which talks about generation of pictures with humans and animals. So be cautious about it. Use it for a real purpose where it is needed rather than the purpose where it is just for entertainment. So the purposes like real estate, e-commerce, construction domains, a lot of different places this can be used in real time, which has real value in it. Yeah, with that, I'll stop. If you have any questions, do let me know.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for the session. I just have one question. Using the DALI, if you want to upload my image and do some prompting on top of that, like where you have been shown in the Firefly, right? In a similar
Yes.
way, in the DALI, how we can do that?
You create an account in Dall. So here, I guess I created, yeah, here, and then you upload the image. Then once you upload, Dall is labs.openai.com, and you upload your image, and then you give a prompt, and then the image will be edited like in Firefly.
Oh, okay, okay. What is the cost for that, brother?
I think to buy credits you need to buy, but in the initial phase he gives 25 credits or something like that. So there is a free credits when first time when you logs in, but then I think from next onwards you want 15 credits for 15. One credit is for one image.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Thank you, brother.
Right. Any other questions?
Assalamu alaikum, brother. You said you're using this for your construction firm or something.
It's in
can I-
trials. I don't want to go in much more into details, but it's in a pilot phase where we are trying to see how we can bring it to construction domain. How we can generate it for proposals, how we can generate it for marketing materials, how we can generate it for presentation purposes.
Okay.
Similarly, do you have for anything for video making video, something like that?
Video making is its initial phase, and again it is not free at this point. There are some websites where they are presenting the text to video, but these are very expensive. You know, images itself is a big thing, but video generation is much more bigger. There is no free video generators, but there are some, but those are big as far as I know, but there are many advancements happening. There is also another website called Hugging Face. If you are an AI enthusiast, can everyone go on mute? There is a Hugging Face website where you can actually go to huggingface.co and go to models. This is where first you get information on what is happening in AI world. If someone is interested in AI and they wanted to see what's happening where it is, so go to huggingface.com, go to models, and then here you see that text to image, text to video, image to text, feature extraction. So all the AI related like music LM, so text to speech, text to audio, these things, and then text to video, everything is happening. And then the first place where you can see all this is Hugging Face. So now the question is text to video. Click on text to video, you'll see this. So these are all the models that are available text to video. So now you go to here because this is showcased as most trending. You go here, and then here you will be able to see whether this model is able to do text to video. So you read about it. So here it is, you read about it, and then you know that, okay, is this working or not? There are some places where you can directly test it. There are some models where it is not available to test. But then this is the first place where you need to go and see. So here, text to video. Again, it doesn't have anything, but then yeah, this is where you can go and you can test. So for example, our other thing is text to image. So if you see, stable diffusion is the first model which you see, stable diffusion 1.0, stable diffusion 1.5. Start looking into Hugging Face and you will be able to find a lot of different things in AI world. Yeah, any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Can I ask a question? Hello.
I wanted to ask.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask which is the best website to go for designing a logo, company logo with some acronym.
Honestly speaking, these are all not at the point where to design, but Canva is one place where you can start. Canva.
Okay.
But if you are using AI just to create designs, you keep testing different websites with different prompts. Then one or the other way you will find out the real ones. It's just a test case driven. So your use case is there. Use that, create the prompts, and then start exploring it. I'm sure now we are at a phase where you give really good prompt. You will be able to create logos or visualizations, backgrounds, lightings. As I said, you have to give everything in a right way so that you get images. Start with this, but there are many other websites as well where you can create logos really well with AI. There is also earlier versions where there are tons of templates. Template based logo creation is there for many decades now, but then now AI based image creation is something now. So template plus AI based is something new, which is available, I guess, in Canva as well.
Sir,
Thank you.
can we do dynamic modeling?
Designs,
Hello?
you mean?
Hello.
Yeah, designs, you mean like the CAD ones?
No. What I'm telling, after creating, for example, I am a structural engineering. I am
Yeah.
working as a research director.
Hmm.
So the question is, in case of our M.Tech and PhD while we are guiding, say
Hmm.
long, tall steel tower.
Hmm.
For example, Eiffel Tower, when it vibrates due to wind and gust. First
Okay.
mode of vibration, second mode of vibration, animations, first mode, second mode. Can we do using these things or?
No, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. It will come to, maybe it may come to some extent there, but then see, there are, for example, you have your own softwares. Let me say Autodesk, Bentley, Esri. These are there. Those people are already working on this. So they are trying to implement these things into their own softwares. So for example, Revit, yeah, for example, Saturn, Visimark, whatever the software is, they are working on it. They are working in a way that they wanted to infuse this AI into their software tools. So that's the next
Yeah,
generation.
yeah.
So
Oh,
we are trying
thank
to
you.
do this out of our own interest, but then every company right now is working on infusing this AI technologies into their own tools, like Autodesk, Bentley, Microsoft, and Esri, everyone. So soon we will be, that's what I'm saying, soon we will be seeing usage of AI in every tool. We will not be able to recognize that we are using AI, but it will be there. Amazon, e-commerce, they're also trying to do this. They're used to trying to do AR, VR, but now they're trying to infuse AI into their products. Yeah, next question.
What is the future of this technology jobs like engineering, testers, and some other all technology jobs? Do you think AI will replace them, or probably it will take more time to replace this?
Technology jobs are already at stake, honestly, because the writing of code, everything is being done text to code. If you see AWS Whisperer, if you see GitHub Copilot, if you see any other things, is software. So the basically earlier, if I need to write a website which is full-fledged database and everything, it used to take months and we need expertise. But then with the help of these technologies where GitHub Copilot, AWS Whisperer, and then there are intelligent editors that are coming up, coding has become so easy. Even now, if I really make sixth standard student to learn GitHub Copilot, after a week, he will be able to build anything. So the immediate action which is needed by people is to start exploring what's happening in AI world and then immediately grasp that. So AI plus human will be always greater than just human intelligence. So that's the outcome. So we need to learn AI as fast as possible and then try to implement that to showcase that we are ahead of the curve in AI. But these are coming behind our jobs. That's being honest with everyone. These are coming behind every person's job.
Jazakallah khair. Thank
Yeah.
Hello,
With
Salaam alaikum.
regards to
Walaikum
Hello.
assalam.
I need one clarification
Mm.
regarding the model pictures we get from the through the software are used for modeling itself, like an ANSYS on and all.
Sorry, what was
Means
that? Can you repeat?
these pictures available on the internet through this software.
Mm-hmm.
ANSYS will be considered for modeling or not?
Which modeling?
For like force analysis and all, or
Force
suppose
analysis. I didn't.
for example, suppose we are going to design the helmet
Okay.
and we get the image of head, different types of head through the through these software. So basically we need the images of heads.
Oh,
So
okay.
we will take the mean of all one. So for general, so later on ANSYS or other software will be used just to for the calculation of the
Got it.
forces.
I'm not much into that, so I cannot answer that. But you can give it a try. Give it a try and see how it works. But I may not be the right person to answer that question.
Okay, thank you.
With regards to initially, I had mentioned that people are earning a lot of money. So, with regards to that, if if we are looking at augmenting our income, what would be the right path to approach for a freelancer?
I am aware that people are really making money. It's not fake. People are really making money with AI art and AI tools. How is it? You just go to Google and YouTube and search it out. So they're actually, if you go to websites like fiverr.com, fiverr.com, or upwork.com or freelancer.com, there are already jobs where you they wanted images for specific purpose or some things like that. So there, instead of human doing it earlier, they're using AI tools like this and immediately giving outcomes. So primarily it's about doing someone else project with the help of AI and getting the money. But then see, I'll say you the realistic scenario. If you see that YouTube videos, so people are earning with YouTube videos as well, right? So how they are making YouTube content? So making of YouTube content is with, okay, you go and showcase video, you take a recording, all those things. But then now they are not. They're using AI tools to create these videos. They are using AI tools to create these images. They're using AI tools to create the text. So if you see most videos, there are no faces, nothing. So there are background images, there are some scrolling text. So they're making reels, YouTube shorts, and YouTube videos out of this, and they're making money. And for that, images, text, they're using these AI tools as well. So there is another big thing of YouTube video making and earning from it through this AI tools that's happening in the market right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take only 2 more questions and then we'll close it because it's already way beyond the time.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, myself and a robotics engineer. How can I implement this generative AI and all those things in my job? And what are all the initial courses or something that I need to take it up to learn this AI from basic? Can you please show me the roadmap?
Okay. So first thing is there is something called generative AI. So this is what everyone needs to start with. So generative AI has Google course, Microsoft course. So what is happening is Google, Microsoft, AWS, these are being the pioneers and they are having a AI rose. So there is a free Google generative AI course. There is a free Microsoft LinkedIn generative AI course. There is a free AWS AI course. You can use this, or you can also go to things like Udemy. And then in the Udemy, you go ahead and start with a generative. If you are in the field of robotics, I think this is where you can use the most of generative AI. Because if you implement generative AI in robotics, like drones, like the real robots, like the devices where you can have the cameras, the moving parts and anything, if you implement generative AI in that, then we are really making a big impact. Even including Microsoft OpenAI, they are testing this. Tesla, every company has started doing this. I would say that go to this Google course, start your Google course, and go to the Microsoft generative AI course, start with it, learn the basics. And then there is also Udemy courses where you can go to generative AI. So first thing is you need to learn ChatGPT, prompt engineering, and using APIs. If you are completely not aware of coding, I would say that you should start learning Python and then use APIs. So the APIs of ChatGPT, APIs of Stable Diffusion, APIs of Firefly, you can bring it to any device through APIs. So once you bring it to your devices through APIs, it will be helpful. But before that, you need to learn the basics of generative AI, basics of Python, and then APIs of OpenAI, ChatGPT, things like that, and then you will be able to bring it into it. So in fact, actually, Microsoft has recently released something where we can implement these things into a drone. So now think that implementing these things into a drone, which means that it can automatically code, it can automatically route, it can automatically deliver things, all those things without even human intervention. So this is big things.
Okay, sir. And maybe initially, is it that Python and all that has to be deeply I need to learn, or is it an basic level is fine for that to implement all these
See,
APIs
as I
into?
said, these tools are helpful in even in coding. So you need to know the basics, learn the basics, the basics, and then use the tools again to do anything. Like you learn basic Python, and then you ask ChatGPT to write a Python program, and you use that Python program to do anything.
Okay.
But
Sure,
basics
sir.
are important. Right. Okay,
Okay.
I think it's
And
12:15.
maybe if it is fine if I'll ping you and ask you
LinkedIn,
something.
yeah, I'm active on LinkedIn, so you can go ahead and reach me out on LinkedIn.
Can I get your LinkedIn ID or something?
Shahansha Shaik, just search for Shahansha Shaik, you'll be able to find it. Or my website is this shahansha.com. You can reach out to me on this website as well, shahansha.com.
Sure, sir.
Okay. LinkedIn also, you see the same images. So, fine. With that, we'll close the session for today. As I said, if you need to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on my website or my LinkedIn. I'm active there as well.
There was one last question.
Yes.
Yeah, like will in future we'll get we'll get the profile like prompt engineer in the market.
There is already.
Already.
Yeah, there is already.
Already, like the company hiring the as a prompt engineer.
Correct.
Okay, so for that, like for a specific course, we'll should enroll or.
Yeah, there is a prompt engineering OpenAI course. Start with this deep learning.ai. So here is a free course, ChatGPT prompt engineering for developers. So there is many courses in the market for prompt engineering. You can go to Udemy, you can go to deep learning. There are many free courses on YouTube as well. But this is something from OpenAI. So if you get something from the parent companies, that is better. So there is also prompt engineering course from Google as well, I guess. So learn these courses and then you'll get better at prompts. Again, this is not solely only prompt engineering. If you have some other background along with prompt engineering, that is beneficial. I'm not saying that only prompt engineering will get you a job, but there are jobs in the market with just tag of prompt engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
Okay, fine. All the best.
One last question, Shah. My name is Mohammad Sohail, and I'm in BIM coordinator. So I want to, I reach out in Facebook regarding the BIM collaboration with Azure digital twin. So how it will be helpful for me in the BIM?
You're talking about this AI?
No, it's not about AI. It's about Azure digital twin.
We may be completely deviating from the subject, but now everything is digital twin. Basically, the advanced level of BIM will be digital twin. That's what I keep hearing. The thing is, when we are trying to develop something in BIM, now we are also thinking in terms of digital twin, and then see that how we can make it a way that BIM information. So basically, what is digital twin? Digital twin is physical, static, and dynamic information. How is it the static information coming from? The static information is basically coming from the BIM parameters. So I think the latest digital twins are all relying on BIM to get all the static information. Like I wanted to do cost estimates. I wanted to do paint estimates. I wanted to do the quality and quantity estimates. How can I do it? With the help of BIM information. So digital twins rely on BIM information, in fact.
Okay. So there is any course you suggest me?
There is no course. There is no course.
Okay.
It's
Thank
a
you.
developing area. The developing area is something which you need to sit with, like one person from digital twin technical background, one person from BIM. They sit together, they do the brainstorming, and then they collect, they combinedly do something. Then only it is becoming. There is so much of talk on digital twins, but actually there is less of work being done in this area. So it's a different story than AI. So let's not get into that in this call.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.
Have a good day all.
Yeah, so answer some questions on the chat, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn.
Yes, it's a brown color.
Love it.
Do it fast, fast. Okay, come.